You can't control it, you gotta do that.
You enter the introductions.
Okay, but you need to start the game.
Oh, never mind.
24, yeah! Oops. Alright, that was the cord. While we're recording this off of a Wii.
Yeah. Alright, what are we doing, Cole?
We're playing a game. It's my second one.
And it is...
StarFox Assault.
Came out in 2004 or 5 or something like that?
It's your turn to look things up. I look stuff up and you're definitely crying. Now you get to look up stuff.
Okay.
Be told.
I don't want to tell people what we're doing.
Well, we're gonna be doing everything. All the missions. There's only 10 of them. So the main story might only be like 2 or 3 parts.
Maybe.
To make up for that, we're also gonna be showing off the multiplayer.
It came out February 14th, 2005.
And the multiplayer might be longer than the actual main story.
Yeah, probably.
To be honest.
Yeah.
Because you can fit. This game is not that long.
Now, this was developed in England, I believe. I think so.
It was also made by Namco as well.
Yeah, which is now Bandai Namco. But back then it was made by Namco, the same people who did Pac-Man and stuff like that, or at least hold the license for it. Alright, we're gonna get started here with the story mode here. Cole's gonna name this file here so you can at least remember what we do when we pick this game back up for our other recordings.
Yeah.
Alright, we're gonna do some story. Just do bronze level.
That's the easiest.
Alright, whatever you want to do, I suppose. Now, this game does have subtitles, doesn't it? Yes,
Yeah.
it does. Alright, so people can probably read along with it. We can talk over it.
Unlike Devil May Cry, which
Yeah,
we had
we
to be
could-
silent.
yeah,
which
maybe-
I voted we should just talk over it anyway.
Yeah,
But you
well,
said no, they gotta hear the story.
I don't know if they want to know what's going on, just in
Oh.
case.
You can look up a silent
I'm
playthrough.
Oh,
A more better playthrough. Probably one without deaths.
probably.
So I might die so I'm not the best at this game. I'd say this game is super hard. It's just
And this game came after StarFox Adventures, which was released by Rare at the time.
when Nintendo still owned it.
Yeah, I think they were bought out just right before.
I'm pretty sure that was like the last thing they did for
yeah.
Nintendo.
Yeah, it was the StarFox game. So, but if people like to consider Assault the sequel to 64, really when they carried on some other.
When it technically is a sequel to Adventures.
Yeah, because if you have Crystal.
It has it.
Yeah.
And I think she actually speaks English, or they still just have a translator.
Yeah, she speaks English.
Well, no, but I mean, have you played Adventures?
Not really.
So then, because in spoilers, Crystal speaks a different language, and Fox had Peppy make a translator for him so he understands what him and her and everything else on the planet is saying. So I don't know if that Crystal actually speaks English, or Fox is still using that translator for her.
I don't think they ever explained.
So I don't think people really care.
The leader of this rebellion is none other than Oikoning.
Okay, I see now. So we're here because... We're here because...
Oh, and also Falco actually is in more than just one fight. I don't know, but in Adventures he's only in one fight. He's at the final fight now too. He's off somewhere. No one even mentions Falco. I never understood it, but it's just...
I think there's like a comic tie-in with Falco Ease, and I think it's trying to play into that comic or something. I don't know, but it is what it is. You know, you can read into that if you want to. If you want to go read the comics that came out.
I don't care. I just stick with the game. It's the most fun part.
Yeah, this would have been the last Star Fox until, well, if you want to count the 3D remake.
Yeah, the 3D remake.
Well, yeah, 3DS remake.
There's one before that.
Oh yeah,
Command.
Command. I never played Command, so I always forget.
I just remember there's a lot of endings to it that I'm not sure which one is technically the official ending.
Yeah, I think that's the reason
What
why they
actually
rebooted.
happened.
I think that's why they rebooted it with Zero.
Dude, it was Zero. In the timeline, there's technically only like 4 games. But then again, there's only like 6 games after Star Fox. How many are there? There's the original. 64. Avengers. Assault. Command. The remake. And Zero.
So about 7 if you want to count the remake, but in actual original games, you can probably count 6.
Of course.
You know, what's a game without Slippy just being
That's about how to do a barrel roll.
being the loyal screw up. Yeah, we didn't play 64 yet, so we're gonna go ahead and explain how this.
We can't record that.
Yeah, we don't have it where we can record it, unfortunately. Maybe some other time. But you know, basic is your shooter game. Cole has double lasers. If you see the icon with the 2 wings on it, he has some bombs he can throw and does some pretty big damages. Cole can charge up his laser. Now, just to let you know, your lasers has three stages. Your beginning one when you just shoot out one at a time. You got your double lasers, and then you got your double damage lasers, which is increase the blue. You can get silver rings to recover some health and whatnot. Now, the point of Star Fox, you know, there is, you know, you have a story mode, but if you want to unlock some things, you just want to get as many points as you possibly can. To me, this is like the upgraded version of Galaga, pretty much. You know, Galaga is like a top-down, you know, shoot as much as you can get. And Star Fox to me feels like, I wouldn't say like 3D-ish, probably, yeah, maybe a 3D-ish.
Yes. It's 3D.
You know, a 3D version of that game.
I think I have it, or I have one.
StarFox is headed this way. StarFox, eh? Work him over.
There's Anthony.
Yeah, in the previous
Or
game,
Andrew.
you know, I think his name's actually Andrew Boynton. Alright. I'm not sure what the goal is, you know, to do what. Like you saw before, there's bronze, silver, and gold levels. All it is just how much you need to do to complete that objective. I'll look it up and see what it takes for each mission.
I don't want to skip the cutscene.
Follow him into the atmosphere. Just G diffuser system output.
I'm so used to just trying to skip it because I've already seen it. So I might accidentally skip cutscene at one point.
What, did you skip one?
No, I might.
Just be careful. Okay, mission 1 for bronze. You need to have a total of 450 for bronze. Silver is 1,100. Gold is 2,300.
I'm not good enough for the game to do that.
I will do say, since it is made by Namco, if you complete all of the silver requests out of all of the missions here, you do unlock the game Xavier. I think that's how you pronounce it, at least. It's kind of like a 2D Star Fox back in its day. Back in the arcades with Pac-Man and stuff like that. I'm looking. Did you grab like an S flag?
Yeah.
Now, what do they do in this game in particular? S flags.
I think they're just collective purposes.
Not really a point to it.
Yeah, I think there's like 5 in each level.
I'm sure it's supposed to unlock something.
I'm pretty sure, but I just never collected them.
Fox, use this. That makes us even.
You know what does not save your life? We just give you a bomb. I don't know what it is.
This must be it. Look out! The enemy's waiting for us.
Alright, so we're going to a forest of secret base.
I think there's an S flag somewhere you have to destroy something. I don't remember where it's at. I just remember there being one.
Oh, yes. Now, what are those? Is that checkpoint?
I think that's one up.
Oh, yeah, it is. Oh, I see. Or
No,
wait.
she's chasing them.
Okay, it's hard to tell.
Enemy stick down.
I don't remember where that one S flag is though. I just know they're somewhere in this space, but I just don't remember where it's at.
There he is. It's Orkney.
You've got nowhere to run to, Orkney.
Oh, yeah. So, on to our first boss battle.
Yeah.
That's enough hide and seek.
Yeah, if you're StarFox 64 fans, he used to be in the team Star Wolf.
What are you up to? Careful, Fox.
It doesn't seem like he is part of Star Wolf anymore after the defeat of Vandross.
See, I'm pretty sure he took him over. He might have.
Sure,
oh,
he kind of looks like he's kind of on his own.
Have a relationship.
Oh, he was commanding a bunch of monkeys.
I guess so.
Great.
Shield analysis complete. Bringing it up on the monitor.
Alright, yeah, this looks familiar. I mean, at least it's kind of neat because it's not like the final battle. It's actually your first boss battle off the android fight and whatnot. So that's nice. You start off the game as the previous game in this style ended. Not counting it like adventures or anything like that.
Well, practically it's the same thing in Adventures.
Yeah.
And also, if you save Slippy from the first instance, he will put up a health for the boss. But if you don't, then the boss won't have a health bar. You just have to guess.
Yeah. You just gotta shoot until you win.
Not like the boss actually has anything.
The new emperor, Andrew Orkney.
Yeah, see, I think he did take over. But then he just failed.
Reinforcements?
Yeah, I took him down. Oh, what's this here?
It's extreme thought patterns.
Mothra. Yeah.
Aperoid, Aperoid, Aperoid.
Aperoid?
Mothra, where's that from?
Godzilla. Kaiju.
Time to hesitate. Return fire.
Yeah, this here is the Aperoids in this game. Think of them as, have you seen Star Trek with the one with the boards and whatnot? Where it's like a robot bug that takes over the human organism. Like, the whole point is it's a computer that rewrites its host and whatnot, become more cyborg.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Well, that's what I'm just trying to say. It's this little robot thing that seems like it takes over living organisms and do what it wants. I mean, there is some things like a fungus or a parasite that does that with like bugs and stuff like that. It's the same thing. And that's what they're going with here. That's not too bad. You got through it pretty quickly.
I They have my lasers maxed out.
It makes things much easier. Much easier. I mean, that's just the start of it.
This game's good.
Somehow, we beat it.
What a strange creature. Wait, what's that?
I don't believe. Fox, you have to get that.
Really? Well, okay.
What is it?
Sure, we can wait and see what this plot is.
They
Oh no, there are more.
Oh, there it is.
You've got company. Fox, grab that thing and get out of there.
No, I want to stay here a little longer. Safe.
Ooh, all ships are home. Not a bad start.
Good work, team. Come on up to the briefing room.
Alright, let's give this a save.